Used to doing everything sideways, didn't really care about how anyone felt, hiding my emotions down in different ashtrays. Oh, but what is lost ain't gone. No, you can't just let go, cause it's a part of you that it will make you strong. Embrace your flaws. I'm not gonna fight back what I've become. Yeah, I got bruises where I came from, but I wouldn't change if I could restart. I ain't gonna hide these beautiful scars. I've been going way too hard on myself. Guess that is the reason I've been feeling like hell, but I wouldn't change if I could restart. I ain't gonna hide these beautiful scars. I went down a road that only got me nowhere. I've seen every corner, every inch of this place. Being all alone, it really got me thinking, maybe overthinking, that what is lost ain't gone. No, you can't just let go, cause it's a part of you that will make you strong. Embrace your flaws. I'm not gonna fight back what I've become. Yeah, I got bruises where I came from, but I wouldn't change if I could restart. I ain't gonna hide these beautiful scars. I've been going way too hard on myself. Guess that is the reason I've been feeling like hell, but I wouldn't change if I could restart. I ain't gonna hide these beautiful scars. These beautiful scars.
Morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, I've got bruises where I came from, but I wouldn't change if I could restart. I ain't gonna hide these beautiful scars. I've been going way too hard on myself. Guess that is the reason I've been feeling like hell, but I wouldn't change if I could restart. I ain't gonna hide these beautiful scars.
Ano nga topic natin ngayon, Miss Vanna?
Ma'am, about plagiarism po.
Thank you.
We're live on YouTube and also recorded.
Time to let the beat drop, baby. I'ma let you know ain't always gotta be fast. Maybe we can take it slow, don't always gotta rush. Gotta build that trust with two birds just singing that song, singing that la-di-di-do-di-da. Melodies go back and forth, you sitting on that G-string. Maybe I just struck a chord, the music's in your heart. That's where I'm gonna start. And if you just play along, I'll make sure I'm in tune. And this concert just for two, cause this is our first song. Sorry I had you waiting so long. Gotta make it perfect, it can't be wrong, no. Trying to keep doing it right when you on my mind, cause you were my baby.
The UPLB University Library is happy to introduce to you our new library website, www.library.dev.uplb.edu.ph. With easier navigation, a sleek new design, an enhanced site search and contents, featuring direct search to integrated library system, new look for newly acquired book, new platform for chat with Elva or electronic library virtual assistant. Get updated to current news and event. Direct access to online article request service. You can now reserve library facilities for personal and group use online. Updated guide to new normal library operations and online services. Video tutorials for online databases and research tools. Welcome to the new UPLB University Library website. Your gateway for academic and research needs. This is the UPLB University Library. Are you having trouble accessing and downloading full-text content online? No worries. The UPLB University Library is at your back. You can request it through online article request service. Just visit library.uplb.edu.ph and click Request It. Then, fill out necessary information. Or email us at universitylibrary.uplb@up.edu.ph. Connect with us on our social media channels for updates. Do you want to learn more about Mendeley, Turnitin, and Open Athens? Introducing the UPLB University Library's online session service, where you can have a one-on-one instruction with your librarian. Just register via www.bit.ly/UPLBLib online session and set your preferred schedule. As we accept the challenges of change due to COVID-19, we create possibilities to support your academic needs.
How to protect yourself from the coronavirus or COVID-19. These basic steps can help you reduce your risk of getting sick or infecting others and help prevent the spread of flu, the respiratory infections. Wear mask at all times. Practice social distancing. Avoid physical contact. Have your temperature measured upon entering a building or establishments. Wash your hands regularly. Use soap with running water. Use hand sanitizer. Use antibacterial wipes. Do not touch your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth. Cover your cough with the bend of your elbow or tissue. Avoid crowded places. Stay at home if you feel unwell, even with a slight fever and cough. If you have a fever, cough, and difficulty of breathing, seek medical care early. But call by phone first. A safety reminder from your UPLB University Library.
The UPLB University Library is happy to introduce to you our new library website, www.library.dev.uplb.edu.ph. With easier navigation, a sleek new design, an enhanced site search and contents, featuring direct search to integrated library system, new look for newly acquired book, new platform for chat with Elva or electronic library virtual assistant. Get updated to current news and event. Direct access to online article request service. You can now reserve library facilities for personal and group use online. Updated guide to new normal library operations and online services. Video tutorials for online databases and research tools. Welcome to the new UPLB University Library website. Your gateway for academic and research needs. This is the UPLB University Library. Do you want to learn more about Mendeley, Turnitin, and Open Athens? Introducing the UPLB University Library's online session service, where you can have a one-on-one instruction with your librarian. Just register via www.bit.ly/UPLBLib online session and set your preferred schedule. As we accept the challenges of change due to COVID-19, we create possibilities to support your academic needs.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hello, can you hear me? Am I clear?
Yes po.
All right. Thank you for confirming. All right. We are about to start. So once again, welcome everyone to our third session for this 17th Information Literacy Program. Our topic for this session is on detect using paper originality check tool. So this is actually the end, like the last part of our research paper, like detecting plagiarism or originality. So we later we will be discussing about how we can use a tool to detect plagiarism or for similarities. So I would just like to share to you what happened for the past 2 days. So for the, during the session one, last Monday, we had introduction to online information sources and services of the university library. So we learned about the main library and unit libraries, and we also learned about the various library services and new library protocols. And we also learned about ways to access the print and non-print collections of the university library. So that was the session one that was held last Monday. And the session two, that was yesterday, so September 15. So yesterday we had citing and referencing. So what we learned yesterday is about citing information sources completely and accurately. We also had the components of standard referencing. So that's part of learning yesterday. And we also learned about the reference management software, which is the Mendeley. So this is part of the referencing and managing of your references. So right now, this is actually the last part of your paper, which is detecting plagiarism or detecting similarities of your paper. So this is to avoid plagiarism and to promote academic integrity. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to uh, give you just a few reminder for this ILP. So for the participants, I encourage you to please turn off your microphones and turn on your web cameras during the session. Okay, and then use the Zoom Q&A box or the comment section of YouTube. So we're also live on YouTube. So you may go to our YouTube channel, UPLB University Library Official. UP University Library Official. So you can go there to see the live, or you can go back there after the session. So pwede nyo pa rin balikan ang session na to through our YouTube channel. Okay. And then we also have our Facebook page. So we will also share this live stream on Facebook page, UPLB University Library. And of course, you can raise hand if you want to raise questions. Just raise hand function for question and clarification here on Zoom. And please answer the evaluation form after this session. So this is our evaluation form, bit.ly/17th ILP E3. So that will be our evaluation form. So that you can do that after the session. Okay? Would that be clear? Nakapag-breakfast ba tayong lahat? Nakapag-breakfast naman. Ako lang siguro ang hindi nakapag-breakfast.
Magpapa-breakfast siguro si Sir Jar.
Okay, so we are about to start. So before we're going to introduce our speaker for this third session, allow me to call our university librarian for the opening remarks.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Malinaw ba yung aking dating?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I would like to welcome our participants to our third day session of the 17th Information Literacy Program. So right now, we have 70 participants, including our working committee. So it's a very good number compared from our past ILP. So I am glad and siyempre nakakatuwa na dumadami yung ating participants for our activities. We will, as Jarien mentioned, ang topic natin is about how to detect plagiarism or originality check. Actually, it's more on originality check. If you would like to check the originality or the content of your paper. So maganda ito. We have this research tool since for the last more than 4 years, I guess. So lahat ng research tools na we have ay na-discuss na kahapon yung Mendeley, right? So ito naman ngayon yung sabi ni Jarien yung patapos na yung originality check. So I hope ang ating mga participants pwede pa rin kayo mag-attend for the next 2 days, which tama, no, Ms.
Yes.
Vanna? Meron pa tayong 2 araw. So ayun, salamat sa mga participants as well as dun sa ating team ng ating ILP. Again, salamat sa lahat at I hope mag-enjoy kayo. Hope and learn sa ating topic for today.
Okay. Thank you, Ma'am Connie, for that wonderful message. All right. So are you ready, guys? Are you ready to listen? So I am now going to introduce to you our speaker. Our speaker for this third session is a college librarian of the main library, learning library special collection section. So located sa basement. So kung nakapunta na kayo sa basement, so makita mo siya doon. So bandang sa thesis section. So special collections section. So yung section na yan ay covered dyan yung mga thesis, dissertation, and other university publications. So ayan. So let me call on Miss Rosa Bombales.
Thank you, Sir Jarien. Rinig ako?
Yes.
Okay, I will share my slide. So, kita naman po yung slide.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you all to our 17th Literacy Program. Again, I'm Ms. Rosa, your lecturer this morning, and I'm going to present and discuss to you how to detect plagiarism using paper originality check tool. So, okay, wait. So, our objectives. In this session, you will learn about definition of plagiarism, various forms of plagiarism. There is 5 forms of plagiarism. Information users' rights and responsibilities, methods to avoid plagiarism, and the plagiarism checker tool, Turnitin. So plagiarism derived from the Latin word plagiarus, which means kidnapper or who abducts the child. The word plagiarism entered Oxford English Dictionary in 1621. Encyclopedia Britannica defined plagiarism as an act of taking the writings of another person and passing them off as one's own. It's also an act of forgery, piracy, and fraud, and it is stated to be serious crime in the academia. In the next slide, I will discuss to you the 5 forms of plagiarism. First, verbatim or word to word. Copy and paste from published article without referencing is common form of verbatim plagiarism. So it's commonly seen in introduction and discussion part of a manuscript or paper. Mosaic plagiarism may be committed when phrases, sentences, or paragraphs coming from different sources or different written works are interweaved together in order to form one single original piece of work, or this is copying and pasting in patchy matter. This is considered plagiarism because the original authors or those written works are not credited or their permission were not obtained. So self-plagiarism, publication of one's own data that have already been published is not acceptable since it distorts scientific record. Commonly, it described as recycling or reusing one's own specific words from previous published texts. Sample of this is the student is submitting same assignment of research paper in different subject without informing both professor. Cyber plagiarism. It's a copying or downloading part or in their whole articles or research papers an idea from internet and not giving proper attribution is unethical and falls in range of, say, cyber plagiarism. It's also a form of academic dishonesty that consists of reusing whole electronic documents or parts of them composed by another author without proper acknowledgement of the original source. So image manipulation, the last one. Using an image or video without receiving proper permission, providing appropriate citation is plagiarism. So yung mga free images, video na nakikita natin through internet, you should cite also kung at sino yung source noon. Now that we know the 5 forms of plagiarism, we will now discuss how to avoid plagiarism. First, planning your paper. If unsure about how to start your paper, you should ask your instructor. He or she will be very happy to answer your question. Then in your planning your paper, here are the tips to organize your paper. First, write an outline of your paper. Second, gather related literature about your research problem and paper. So we have so many databases that you can get your related literature. So you can activate your account in Open Athens to get more related literature. The next one is list down reference sources as a preparation for your citation list. So list down your citation list. We have the Mendeley, so you can organize all your references in Mendeley. So this is already part of your note-taking skills. So when the related literature and list of reference sources are finished, you are now starting writing your paper. You have to cite sources properly. In citing sources, it will help you first to show that you are not just copying other ideas, but are processing and adding to them. Second, lend outside support to the ideas that are completely yours. And last, highlight the originality of your ideas by making clear distinction between them and ideas you gotten some elsewhere. So according to Ashford University, there are 2 main ways to formal an in-text citation. First, it includes some of the citation information as a part of the sentence, like this sample. So the author, year, and the page on the last part. The second, put all citation information at the end of the sentence. So this one. So author, year, and page. Then quotation marks. If you copied or lifted a particular phrase or paragraph verbatim or word to word, don't forget to enclose it in quotation mark, followed by the author's name, year, and page, like this sample. And third, know how to paraphrase. A paraphrase is a restatement in your own words of someone else's ideas. You must change both the words and sentence structure of the original without changing content. Here is the video, how to paraphrase in 5 easy steps.
Miss Rosa, we can't hear the audio.
Wait.
Key concepts. Step 3. Write your version of the text without...
Can you play back?
Okay.
Step 4. Paraphrasing. A paraphrase is a rewriting of a specific passage from someone else. It's done in your own words, without changing the original meaning and also not removing any information. Okay, we know the meaning, so let's get started. Here are 5 easy steps to paraphrasing. Step 1. Read the passage several times to fully understand the meaning. Step 2. Note down the key concepts. Step 3. Write your version of the text without looking at the original. Step 4. Compare your paraphrased text with the original one, and if you find phrases too similar, make changes. Step 5. Cite the source of the text like the example here. You can also cite easily with the Scribner citation generator. Remember, you don't need the quotation marks to paraphrase. Okay, I know what you're thinking. You know the steps, but it's still quite difficult to actually produce a piece of text that's different from the original. Don't you worry, I have 4 tips to help make everything easier for you. Whenever you see this little pause button, it's there to remind you if you ever need more time to read through the examples, you can pause and take your time. Tip number 1, start your first sentence at a different point from the original source. Tip number 2, use synonyms. Make use of the thesaurus if you can't think of any synonyms. Tip number 3, change the sentence structure. Try using passive voice if the original text used active, and vice versa. Final tip, break long sentences into smaller sentences, or combine sentences into a longer one. In this example, you can see we've applied the 4 tips. First, we introduce the context followed by the last part of the original sentence, which is the expectations of creators, regulators, and users. We also use quite a few synonyms, such as expose the critical turning point, made it apparent, outpaces, rapidly eclipsed, power, immense influence. Third, we change from active to passive voice. Technology outpaces what users, regulators, or even its creators expected. The expectations of creators, regulators, and users have been rapidly eclipsed by technology. And finally, the original was one long sentence. We broke it into 2 smaller sentences.
Okay.
Choppy daw
So,
yung audio.
choppy yung audio. If naging choppy yung audio, you can view this video in YouTube. Look for Sniper page. Next one. Okay. We finished the defining the plagiarism, and now we know how to avoid it, and we have the part of how to paraphrase your work. Now we will go to Turnitin. So this is the platform of Turnitin. Nakikita po yung screen.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a platform of Turnitin. So those who have the Turnitin account, so medyo familiar na kayo, then dun pa sa mga wala, I will post the information requirements that will be emailed to the university library mamaya. So first, we have to log in. Okay, this is the page of the Turnitin.
Miss Rosa, we can't hear you. Miss Rosa.
Ah,
Okay guys, we will just wait for Miss Rosa. Medyo nagka-problema, may technical difficulty with the 18 connection and her computer. So at this point, she is now on the process of ano na to? Hands-on. So this is a tutorial. So if you have your computer with you or laptop, so it's better to open your Turnitin and log into your account. I think most of us have Turnitin account.
hello? Hello, Sir Jar?
Yes?
Um, Ma'am Rosa will use my laptop.
All right.
Si Sir Jar. Okay. Tuloy na daw, Sir Jar. Diretso na sa kanya. Okay.
Okay, so in behalf of Miss Rosa, kindly cancel. Pa-stop share na lang, Miss Rosa. Okay, just hold on guys. I'm sorry for this technical difficulty. Nangyayari talaga to. So we will now proceed with the hands-on. So make sure to open or log into your Turnitin account. Ayan, natanggal na. Okay. So go now to turnitin.com for the hands-on. So here, by the way, I am Jarien Galorio. So one of the librarians here at the Learning Commons main library. Nasa basement lang din ako. Kapitbahay ko si Miss Rosa. Ayun. Sorry for the technical difficulty. So right now we're going to have a hands-on. So kung ano yung gamit niyo, you can do it via kung ano yung gadget na meron kayo. So pwede siya. So I'm going now to log in. So ang purpose actually ni Turnitin is to check the similarity of our paper. So originally, we only allow professors or instructors to have this account. Meron kayong dalawang account dito. Are we all Filipinos? Meron ba tayong foreigners dito or non-Filipino participants? Can you chat there? Yes. If you are foreigner or non-Filipino, just chat there yes so that pwede ako speak in English or Taglish. Okay, since wala pa, so I'm now going to speak in Taglish. All right. So again, so originally, so only faculty or professors can have instructor account, but right now, all right. So I will later. I will discuss to that regarding an account. So yung sa account pala is you will just have to request to us via email. So email to us with your college. Just use your UP mail and then email to us your college classification if you're a senior or junior, kung ano yung course nyo or kung ano yung department under kayo. At the same time, your expected year of graduation. So you will email it to us and we will create an account for you. So, ayan. And then, so here, meron kayong dalawang account dito sa Turnitin. So you have the privilege of having an instructor account. So kung ano yung feature ni instructor, the same yung feature na meron kayo. So as you can see, meron kayong instructor at the same time student account. For the student account, so all you can do is just to enroll in a class. So to enroll in a class, ayun, if I'm going to click this, so there will be a class ID and then enrollment key. So saan nyo kukunin to? Kukunin nyo to kay professor. Okay, si professor ang magbibigay sa inyo ng class ID tsaka enrollment key and then you will enroll to that class. Okay, so upon enrolling to that class, that's the time that you can submit papers to that professor, to that class. Okay, ito yung mga features for student account. So ayan, so meron din dito what is plagiarism so that you will further understand what plagiarism is. Okay, the same time citation help, if you need help for citation, so meron din siya dito. So nag-a-appear din siya. Okay, so that's the feature for student account. So you cannot use this as checking of your paper. So right now, we give you a privilege of having an instructor account so that before you submit your paper to your professor, so na-check nyo na yung paper nyo. So pulido na yung paper nyo. Okay? So kaya meron kayo dito instructor account. So using the instructor account, ayan, dito kayo magki-create ng sarili nyong klase. So magki-create kayo ng sarili nyong assignment. So palagay nyo na lang na kayo ay professor. Pero you are checking your own paper, not checking the paper of others. Okay? So the first thing that you should do, naka-follow ba lahat? Naka-follow naman lahat, okay? The first thing that you should do is to create your own class. So creating your own class, just click the add class button here. Click that and then for the class type, dalawa yung class type dito, yung option. So there will be standard and master. For the standard, that is the default class type. Pero for master, that is set by professors. Kasi si professor, meron siyang teaching assistant. So sa mga teaching assistant, pwede silang mag-check ng paper assignments ng mga estudyante. Pero for you, your purpose lang naman dito is just to check your paper. You have to set the class type standard. Okay? And then here, you can also create any class name. So whatever class name. So create kayo dyan ng class name. Halimbawa, yung class name ko is ILP 101. So that will be my class name. And then create kayo dito ng any enrollment key. So like for example, mine is ganyan. So ganyan yung enrollment key. So any unique enrollment key that you can do. And then subject areas kung saan siya under. So halimbawa, this is under communication, journalism, or whatever subject siya na fall. The same time, student levels. Kung ano yung student levels nyo. If you're a undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate, or career and technical. So like for example, me, I will select the graduate. Okay. So the start date is today. And then the class end date, you will set here. So yung class end date kasi, like for example, yung klase is, di ba, yung duration ng klase, it starts in August to December. Yun yung first sem. So yan yung isi-set ni professor na class end date. So mag-e-end siya by December. So that's the first sem, August to December. So isi-set ni professor dito kung kailan i-end yung klase. So naka-default dito is March 2021. Pero isi-set niya ni professor kasi usually yung klase is mag-e-end siya by December. I think second week of December. So yun yung end ng klase. Okay? Pero yung purpose niyo lang naman dito is just to check your paper. You are not going to create a class naman. So you can set here kung kailan niyo gusto i-end tong klase na ginawa niyo. Okay? So kayong bahala kung kailan niyo sa gustong i-end. Halimbawa, i-end niyo siya by end of the month. So ayan, pwede niyo siyang i-set na. Tapos, click submit after niyo siya ma-set. Naka-follow ba? Naka-follow naman? Alright, so ito na. So class created. So si Eternity, nagge-generate siya ng sarili niyang class code. So merong class ID tsaka yung sinet mo kanina na enrollment key. So like for example, you have a classmate or friend, yung mga non-UP na gusto magpa-check ng paper and then you want to help them. So you can give this class ID and enrollment key to them and then you can check their paper. Okay? So pwede niyo siyang ibigay sa kanila para ma-check niyo yung paper nila kung wala silang Turnitin account. Okay? And then just click continue. Then after that, just click the class name. Just click the class name. So here, so this is my class name. So right now, upon creating a class, so right now we are going to create an assignment. So nag-create na tayo ng assignment. So i-click nyo lang yung add assignment button. Alright, so here for the assignment, pwede kayong mag-create dito kung ano yung assignment title nyo. So halimbawa, on COVID-19. Ayan, so pwede niyang iset kung ano yung assignment title. Tapos, itong point value naman, ito yung siniset usually ng mga professors kung ano yung percentage of passing for your paper assignments. Pero you can leave this blank since hindi naman to necessary for you. So we will now proceed with file type. So if you're going to check, allow only file type that Turnitin can check for similarity. So merong 3 primary file types that Turnitin can check. So PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, and PDF. So yun yung primary file type that Turnitin can check. But if you're going to check allow any file type, Turnitin can check also any file type. So if you're going to check that second, any file type can do. So pwede niyang ma-check sa similarity. Okay? So sa right pane naman dito, ito naman isi-set ni professor. So like for example, the start date is 16, so today. And then the due date, so isi-set ni professor kung kailan mag-end yung assignment. So like for example, sasabihin ni professor, your assignment should be submitted on or before September 23. So dapat on or before September 23, masasabit na yung paper. Otherwise, pag mag-due na siya, after the due date, so hindi na makakapag-submit ng paper yung mga estudyante. But you can set here kung kailan nyo sa gustong i-end yung assignment. Okay? Yung post date naman, ito yung grace period. So halimbawa, after ng due date, meron pang grace period of 1 day para makapag-submit yung estudyante. Ayun. Ito yung siniset ng professor. So ipalagay natin na tayo ay professor. So we are going to create an assignment for students. Okay? And then, click this optional settings. Click nyo tong optional settings. Meron pang other settings na isi-set nyo dito. So si professor dito, merong box. Si professor maglalagay siya dito ng special instructions for their students. Pero I think this is not necessary for you, so you can leave that blank. And then, allow submissions after due date. So this is depende siya kay professor if i-allow na yung mga estudyante to submit after due date. So if they are going to check yes, so pwede. If no, hindi pwede. Okay? Pero for you, you can check yes. And then, similarity report naman, generate similarity report for submission. So, depende to kay professor. If i-allow niya yung mga estudyante to generate similarity reports for submission. So, ayan. Yes or no lang din siya dito. Pero for you, you can check yes. For generating of similarity reports for student submission, meron tayong 3 options dito. So, you have first report is final. So, upon submitting of paper assignment, so once mag-generate yung estudyante ng report, so final na yon. Final na yung report na yon. Okay? So yun yung first option. If you're going to select the second option, so immediately can overwrite reports until due date. So student, after submitting a paper, so makakapag-generate siya ng report. Pero like for example, ni-revise niya yung paper niya. Tapos in-upload niya ulit, sinabit niya ulit. So yung paper niya is ma-overwrite. Tapos yung report niya is mag-a-update until due date. So yun yung second option. Pero if you're going to choose the on due date, so students can only yung report na ma-generate ay sa due date na. So sabay-sabay yung mga estudyante na makapag-generate ng reports. Okay? So upon submitting a paper, so they will wait until due date to generate the report. Okay? So pero I think ang favorite ko dito is itong middle. At least pwede makapag-revise ng paper, the student can submit, and then yung report will be updated and overwrite yung paper submitted. Okay? Alright, so meron tayong 3 ways to filter yung paper natin. Kasi si Turnitin, meron ditong exclude bibliographic materials. Kasi si Turnitin, ini-include na yung bibliographies. So, tataas yung similarity score ng paper nyo kasi andun yung bibliographies. Pero, pwede nating i-filter, pwede nating i-exclude dito. Pero, ito ay isi-set lang sa atin. Pero, pag submit natin ng paper, depende pa rin to kay professor kung nakano siya. Kasi kung nakano sa meaning, i-include niya to. Pero, in the case of here in UPLB, I think students naman is ang purpose kasi of including bibliographic materials is may mga estudyante na ini-include nila yung bibliographic materials sa copy pasting. Yung mga bibliographies hindi naman kasama sa content. So kaya yung professor ini-include nila yung bibliographic materials. Pero here in UP I think hindi naman siya na nangyayari. So you can exclude bibliographic materials para ma-decrease yung similarity score nyo. So this is part of the filtering. Okay? And then the second one is yung quoted materials. So yung quoted materials naman, yung mga nilagyan natin ng quote, diba na-discuss naman ni Ms. Rosa kanina on how we quote yung mga words na kinopy-paste natin sa paper natin. So make sure to put quote so at least safe yung words na kinopy natin. That means yung quoted materials ay cited. So yun yung meaning nun. Kaya tapos ilagay nyo dun yung author, kung kaninong author yun galing na words na yun, kung saan nyo siya kinopya or kung anong source. Ayan, so that's on quoted materials. So i-exclude natin siya para hindi siya kasama sa similarity. Ayun, so i-yes natin siya. And then, ito namang small sources. So, like for example, you copied isang paragraph siya sa internet source, isang paragraph siya, pero you just copied one sentence. So, pwede nyo isang ipa-exclude kasi maliit na words lang naman ang kinopya nyo dito. Pero, meron siyang maximum. So, maximum niya dito is 5 word count. Yun yung acceptable. So, below 5 word count. So, yung acceptable dito. So, pwede nyo isang iset dyan at least 5 word counts and below. Kung meron kayong kinopya na at least sentence lang naman siya, tapos kinopya, in-include nyo sa paper nyo. Okay? Pero kung wala naman, so you can set it no. Kung wala. Pero ito, magdedepende pa rin to kay professor kung i-exclude niya talaga yung small sources. But for us, for checking of our own paper, so pwede rin natin itong i-filter. Alright? And then, allow students to see similarity reports. So ito naman is for professors if they are going to allow students to see similarity reports. So ayan, yes or no lang yan ni professor. But for you, you can check yes. So enable translation matching. Ito naman is translation of other languages. So I-click nyo itong what language does translated matching support. So makita nyo dyan kung ano yung language. So kung gumagamit kayo sa paper nyo, gumagamit kayo ng other languages, so ita-translate niya ni Turnitin into English. Okay. Pero merong papers kasi na like ina-upload dito sa Turnitin na Filipino. Tapos ita-translate siya into English. I think hindi pa siya supported at the moment yung Filipino language translation into English. More on foreign language pa at the moment yung feature niya dito for translation. And then submit papers to. Ito yung pinaka-crucial sa lahat ng settings dito, submit papers to. So naka-default dito, no repository. But sa inyo dyan, ang default sa inyo is I think minsan naka-standard. So ganito siya. So merong 4 options dito for submit papers to. So ito yung repositories. So if you're going to set it into standard paper repository, so that means your paper is final. So once your paper is final, hindi mo na siya pwedeng galawin. At the same time, hindi ka na pwedeng mag-submit ng the same paper. So ang purpose ng standard paper repository is to protect your paper na ikopya ng ibang authors or ibang students. And then that paper will be saved to the data bank of Turnitin worldwide if you are going to check the standard paper repository. But kung nagkamali kayo, yung paper nyo ay draft pa lang siya, pero you have set it into standard paper repository, hindi na kayo makakapag-submit ng the same paper. So once mag-submit kayo ng the same paper, 100% na yung similarity nun. So in case kung nagkamali kayo, so hindi kayo makakapag-delete ng paper na yun kasi kailangan pa natin i-delete yung paper na yun para makapag-submit tayo ng the same paper in case na nakapag-set kayo into standard paper repository. So all you have to do is i-email nyo sa amin yung digital receipt ng submitted paper and then kami yung magsasubmit kay Turnitin kasi si Turnitin only can delete your paper. So we will request that to Turnitin for deletion. So yun yung standard paper repository. Pero if your paper is not yet final, yung purpose nilang naman dito is just to check your paper for similarities. So make sure to set it into no repository so that from time to time, you can submit the same paper. Okay, clear ba? Can I see likes, thumbs up? Can I see thumbs up dyan if you understand? Okay, thank you. So again, so you can only set a standard paper repository once your paper is final. So hindi mo na sa pwedeng galawin. Pero if your paper is just draft, your purpose here is just to check your paper, make sure to set it into no repository. Okay? Para safe kayo, safe yung paper nyo, you can submit the same paper again, revise it, and ayun. So as long as hindi siya nakasave into sa repositories. Meron ding institution paper repository. Yung institution paper repository naman is within the university. So within UPLB yung paper nyo. So nasi-save sa within UPLB. Pero the same pa din yon. So make sure na pag i-save nyo siya dito within institution, yung purpose nito is to protect your paper na hindi makokopya ng mga UPLB students. Ayun. So ayan. So if you're going to set that, pero make sure na final na din yung paper na yon. Okay? Pero si professor pwede niyang i-check yung student's choice repository para yung students mismo ang magse-select kung alin dito sa 3 ang ilagay ni student sa repository. Ayan. Pero for me, if my purpose here is just to check my paper for similarity, so I will have to set it into no repository. Okay? And then to make your paper searchable, so you can check this student paper repository, institution, current and archive, internet, periodical, journal, and publications. And then here for the online grading, ito naman yung feature for professors. So si professors, magagawa siya dito ng rubric, forms, kung ano yung grading system na gagamitin niya dito. So dito niya i-rate yung mga papers ng mga estudyante. but this is not necessary for you. If your purpose here is just to check your own paper, so you can skip this. Okay? So meron tayong ETS feature. So enable grammar checking using e-rater technology. For the e-rater naman, so if you're going to check yes, ito naman yung grammar checking. Chine-check ni Turnitin yung grammars. Kasi 'di ba, magpapa-proofread pa tayo ng ating paper kung tama ba yung grammars natin. Pero dito sa Turnitin, makakapag-check na din siya ng grammars. Pero kung yung paper nyo is very heavy na, like thesis type na yung paper nyo, so I think hindi niya kayang i-check yung grammar ni Turnitin. So, pwede lang niyang ma-check if you are going to upload the paper na by chapter. Kasi kaya lang i-check yung grammar dito ni Turnitin if that is like article type paper or at least 5 pages, 5 to 10 pages, yun yung kaya niyang i-check for grammar. But if that is a thesis type paper, so very large file na siya, so hindi niya na kaya i-check yung grammar. Okay? So if you're going to upload your paper, if that is a thesis, so pwede nyo siyang i-by chapter yung uploading para you can see the grammar checking. Okay? So that is the e-rater technology. And then you can select here kung ano yung handbook na gagamitin nyo. So merong option dito. So you have to select, since you are college students, graduate students, so you have to set it into advanced. Okay? Set it into advanced. And then you can select what dictionary you are going to use. Merong US, UK, or both. Okay. And si Turnitin also can check spelling. So kung merong mga spelling error sa paper nyo, pwede niyang i-check yon. So ayan, spelling, grammar, usage, mechanics, and style, just check this. Alright. So is it clear? So ito yung setting na isi-set natin as we are going to create an assignment. So clear ba? Can I see your thumbs up button if clear naman? All right, I see now thumbs up button. Thank you. So we will now going to submit this assignment. So if you want to make this as your default assignment setting, so just check here. Would you like to save these options as your default for future assignment? Just check that. And then submit. All right, so nakapag-create na ako ng assignment. So right now, dito na natin i-upload yung paper natin. So for uploading of papers, just go to more actions, and click submit. Ayan, click nyo lang yung submit. And then here, just provide your basic information and then the title of your paper na isasubmit nyo dito for checking. And then you have 3 options kung saan galing yung paper. So like for example, this computer, from Dropbox or from Google Drive. Okay? So since ako meron akong dito na-upload na assign, papakita ko na lang sa inyo yung uploaded paper. Pero for you, you can as well upload kung meron kayong draft paper dyan. So, ayan. So, basta ganito lang siya. After you upload the paper, confirm nyo lang yung paper and then go to assignment inbox. So, sige, papakita ko na lang sa inyo. Mali. Tapos maghahanap ako ng paper dito. Kukuha ko ng mga sample papers. Check natin yung past time. Meron bang article lang? Masyadong tong article request. I think mabigat tong file na to. So, uploading a paper would vary at the same time. Depende sa size ng paper. So, ayan. Kung malaki na yung file type ng paper, yung size niya, so it would take several minutes to upload the paper. So, all you have to do is just refresh your computer until may lalabas na similarity score sa paper niyo. So, confirm nyo lang after you upload the paper. And then after that, go to assignment inbox. Ayan. So, ayan. So, wala pa siyang lumalabas. May lalabas dito na percentage saka color. So, dito sa similarity. So, kung hindi pa siya lumalabas, refresh nyo lang yung computer nyo until lalabas dyan yung percentage and color. Mabigat nga yung na-upload ko na paper. Mabigat siya kaya matagal yung uploading niya dito. E-book kasi yata yun. So for now, I'm going to show you a sample uploaded paper. So punta na ako dito sa home. Sample. Mabigat pala siya. Okay. Oh no, nawala. Nakapag-upload kayo ng sample paper niyo. Ayan, ito na siya. 20% yung percentage niya. Pero ito ay galing na siya sa peer-reviewed peer-reviewed na sa journal or ebook. So 20% yung similarity niya. To see the summary of this paper, so i-click nyo lang to, tapos you will see the summary of that paper. So the full summary of that paper. So ito na siya. Ito yung summary. Okay, where is it? So here. So nagda-loading siya. Ayan. So I will accommodate later yung mga questions ha. Okay, so ito na yung samples. Ito yung sample as you click yung sa similarity, yung percentage, ito na yung lalabas. So naka-highlight na siya. So meaning that yun yung mga similarities. So ito yung mga features sa rightmost part. So itong blue, ito yung features for professors. Okay, ito yung features for professors. So dito nila i-rate yung mga papers ng mga estudyante. So if I'm going to click this, so merong quick marks. So pwedeng maglalagay yung professor yung quick marks dito sa paper ng estudyante. And then meron din siyang comment. So comment section. So pwedeng voice comment yung professor kung ano yung comment niya sa paper ng estudyante. At the same time, pwede din siyang mag-text comment dito. So dito din niya i-rate yung paper ng student. So for you, this is not necessary. So punta lang kayo dito sa red. So i-click niyo yung 20. So kung ano yung percentage na similar dito sa Turnitin, i-click niyo yung percentage, yung match overview. And then you will see the list of the sources that you got. So ito yung sources na nakuha dito sa paper na to. So from this 10%, so ito yung source niya, from 5% submitted to, ito yun. So until sa 1%. Distributed siya by percentage at the same time by color. So ayun. And then kung hindi kayo sa assignment setting nyo, hindi kayo nakapag-set ng like filtering of the paper, baka kasi tumaas kasi hindi siya na-filter. So i-click lang ninyo to, itong parang imbudo na icon. Tapos i-click nyo lang yung exclude quotes, exclude bibliographies, check nyo lang siya, tapos include nyo lang dito kung meron kayong sources that are less than 5 word counts or ganyan, or 5 and below. Kung merong percentage, ayan. Yan. Okay? So, and then check this multicolor highlighting para hindi siya nakakalito. Tapos at the same time, makikita rin dito, halimbawa, si professor, kung ito ay submitted paper from student, so makikita niya dito yung mga excluded sources. So, check niya dito. So, at the same time, yung ETS, so check dito yung grammar checking at the same time for misspelled words kung meron dito sa paper na to. So, ayan. So, how Turnitin check for similarities? So, like for example, you copied isang paragraph siya. Like for example, sa internet source, isang paragraph siya. Tapos, you just copied one sentence. So, yun yung kinopy-paste nyo sa paper nyo. So si Turnitin, ang dinidetect niya yung buong paragraph. So dito, if you're going to check this, so merong full source view. So halimbawa, ito lang yung kinopya nyo. So ipapakita ni Turnitin sa inyo kung anong source, at the same time, yung buong paragraph kung saan nyo sa kinopya yung single sentence. Ayun. So if you like pinaparaphrase nyo naman yung words from that particular source, make sure as well to cite that author kung saan nyo siya kinuha. Kasi originally, yung idea is from that particular author, not ours. Okay? So, kahit pinaparaphrase nyo yung words na yon, hindi pa rin atin yung idea. So, kailangan pa rin natin i-cite si author. Okay? Malinaw? So, ganun si Turnitin, ganito siya detect ng originality or similarities. Okay? Papakita niyo sa'yo yung full source view. So, ayan. Tapos, yung by color. Si number 2, ibang color siya. Pag i-click mo yan, so, pupunta siya doon. So, yung complete information kung saan galing yung words na yon. Okay? So, that's how Turnitin check for similarities. Alright. Hindi kayo makapag-revise ng paper nyo dito. So, all you have to do is just to download. Ida-download nyo siya. Just use this current view. Download via current view. Tapos, kung anong lumalabas dito sa Turnitin sa result, na summary, so yun din yung lalabas doon sa downloaded na paper using the current view. Itong digital receipt, pwede mo siyang magamit na pwede mo siyang i-submit kay professor as proof na before you submit your paper to your professor, na-check nyo na siya. Okay? So you can submit it to them. At the same time, pwede rin to, yung sinabi ko kanina, if you fail to set it into no repository, nakapag-standard kayo, na-draft pa yung paper nyo, so gusto nyo ipa-delete yung paper nyo para makapag-submit kayo ng the same paper. So, i-email nyo sa amin tong digital receipt and then you will email this to Turnitin for deletion. Okay? So, yun yung purpose ni digital receipt. Okay? If you're going to select originally submitted paper, so yung plain lang na paper, yung original paper na sinabit nyo dito, walang corrections. Okay? So, yun yung feature ni Turnitin. So right now, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung percentage. So ayan, wait lang ha. Ito lang ako dito. Ayun, ito yung similarity index. So pag red yung paper nyo, meaning that is 75 to 100%. So pag orange naman yung paper nyo, meaning that is 50 to 74%. Yung similarities. Pag yellow naman, 25 to 49. Pag green is 1 to 24. Pag blue naman is perfect yung paper nyo. Okay, 0% yung similarity. Pero ito ay dependent to kay professor kung ano yung standard. Pero I think for undergraduate students, I think acceptable pa yung yellow to blue. Pero for graduate students, green to blue. Depende yan kay professor. Ayun. Yun yung passing or acceptable percentage for paper similarities. Okay, so all you have to do is pagka mataas yung similarity ng paper nyo, i-revise nyo siya, tapos upload nyo siya ulit, tapos before nyo i-upload yung the same paper, make sure to delete yung mga in-upload nyo na paper doon yung the same paper before kayo mag-upload ng the same paper. Kasi may possibility, kahit naka-no repository kayo, may possibility pa rin na tataas kasi naka-upload pa rin yung paper doon sa Turnitin nyo. So, make sure to delete it first before you upload the same paper. Okay? Para sure tayo. And then, once nag-decrease, i-check nyo doon kung nag-decrease ba yung similarity. So, ayan. So, that's how you can check your paper for originality checking. Okay? For checking of similarity scores. Okay? Malinaw ba? Can I see thumbs up button if you have it clear? Okay, I can see now the thumbs up button. Ayun, so yun yung feature ni Turnitin. And right now, for account, just email us at universitylibrary.uplb@up.edu.ph for request for Turnitin account. So, yan, we can create an account for you. Ayan, so mabilis naman kami mag-respond with regards to creating of student account for Turnitin. Ayan. At dito, pag tapos na kayo sa paper nyo, diba, tapos na kayo mag-sulat, so i-check nyo dito yung similarity. Kaya, importante ito lalo na sa mga nagtitesis or yung naggagawa ng mga research papers. So kasi ito yung primary na ginagamit ng mga professors. Chine-check talaga yung mga papers ng mga estudyante. So at least kayo, meron na kayong account neto. So at least before you submit your paper to your professor, na-check nyo na siya beforehand. Okay. So that is the Turnitin. Okay, so we have privilege kasi we are subscribed into Turnitin. All right? So ako yung nag-discuss, ako din yung magsasagot yung ng mga questions.
Yes, Sir Jarien.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for your very informative and interesting talk and session para sa Turnitin and plagiarism. So I hope yung mga participants natin, yung audience natin ay na-learn ng something new about Turnitin and plagiarism. So let's proceed na po sa question and answer. Some po sa chat box ay mga nasagot na po privately and for public. So ang most common naman po, nasabi nyo naman yung how everybody question kung paano po mag-request ng Turnitin account. So yun nga, just email us at UPLB Library, libraryuniversity.uplb universitylibrary.uplb@up.edu.ph. So request lang po kayo. And nag-ano lang po ako dito ng mga ibang questions. So from Pila Okulam, so sana po na-pronounce ko yung name niyo po correctly. Required po ba ang Turnitin account?
Ano, again?
Required po ba ang Turnitin account? Kung para magkaroon ng account po, required po ba na magkaroon sila ng Turnitin account?
To have an account, yes, required kayo na magkaroon ng Turnitin account if you are going to check your paper. Pero if you are Kung hindi naman ni-require ng professor nyo, so okay lang naman niya. Kasi meron naman kayong student account na. So pwede naman kayo mag-create ng account doon as student. Pero hindi kayo magkakaroon ng feature yung tinuro ko kanina. So wala kayo ng ganung feature na instructor account. To have an instructor account, so kailangan nyo siyang i-request sa amin para makapag-check kayo ng sarili nyong paper.
Yan, sir. So ito, next question po kay mrpon@up.edu.ph. Sir, can we avail of these services even if we are on LOA or leave of absence?
Leave of absence. So, ito mga databases saka yung mga tools natin, so binibigay lang natin sa mga active students and constituents ng university. Okay, so if you are currently enrolled to the university, so that's the time that we can give you the access or we can create an account for you.
Ayun. Nag-question po kasi kung anong yung sasagutin pag yung sa classification daw po na email.
Yung classification, if you are senior, junior, yun. Tapos please include din yung expected year of graduation para ma-identify namin kung kailan kayo expected na graduate. And with regards to parang duration of your access, ang Ternity natin ay meron tayong annual subscription. So mag-e-expire lang siya pag mag-e-expire yung subscription natin, pero annual nagre-renew naman tayo. So magkakaproblema lang tayo sa access nito once in process pa yung renewal natin. So lahat tayo magkaka-experience ng problem with that pag in process pa yung renewal natin. But with regards to your access, continuous siya as long as naka-subscribe pa tayo sa Ternity.
Okay.
Pero so far hindi pa naman siya napuputol. So doon lang tayo magkakaproblema pag in process pa yung renewal.
At I think nasagot mo na to, sir. What similarity percentage is considered acceptable?
Yun. Basta yellow to blue. Acceptable for undergraduate students, yellow to blue. Pero depende to kay professor depende sa standard ni professor. Pero usually, yung standard ni professor for undergraduate students, at least yellow to blue. Yung pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. Pero for graduate students, I think dun sa green to blue, yun yung passing or acceptable percentage for graduate students. Pero of course, depende to kay professor.
Yan. So, thank you, Sir Jarien. So, wala na pong question. And if may mga question po kami na hindi pa nasasagot, sasagutin na lang namin through chat box or email na lang po namin kayo kasi medyo overtime na tayo. Pero pupunta na po tayo sa isang medyo exciting and fun part ng ating session. Is magkakaroon po tayo ng quiz. So may prizes po tayo dyan. So wait lang po, share ko lang yung screen. Okay po, sa another browser, kindly type din lang po yung joinmyquiz.com and enter the game code 153285. So dun po sa mga interested sumali, join na po kayo. And reminder, full name po yung ibigay nyo para po pag makilala agad namin yung mga winners. Huwag po kayo magbigay ng mga nickname or code name, full name po. So join na po kayo at may mga prizes po kami para sa mga mananalo.
Ano pala yung mga prizes namin, Miss Roma?
Po?
Ano yung mga prizes namin?
Sikreto, syempre.
1 million? House and lot?
naman. Opo.
Prepare your GCash kasi possibly meron tayong prizes na ipapasok sa GCash ninyo.
So Sir Jar, ang ating prizes ay manggagaling kay Miss Rosa Bombales. So,
wow! Thank you, Miss Rosa.
O, isa pa lang po yung pumapasok. Sana po sumali po kayo. 16. Okay. Wala na po bang magjo-join? 26 pa lang po ang naka-ano. May pumapasok pa. Okay po, wala na po ba? Okay, 44 participants. Oh. Habol pa po. Okay. 45, wala na po. Okay, let's start. The game will begin in 3, 2, 1. So, happy answering the questions. Relax lang po. Punta lang po kayo sa screen nyo. Pause lang po. Wait lang. Medyo nag-hang. Share ko lang. Yan, eto na po. Congratulations sa ating mga winners. Actually, may nag-tie sa second place. So, eto na sila. Wait lang. At nag-ano pa. Congratulations to Mr. Gerard Francis A. Palma. And then second place, si Jackie Ashley C. Brabante. At ang first place ay si Christine Kyle Pones or Pones. Sana tama yung pronunciation. So, congratulations po. So, sa lahat ng winners, i-email namin kayo kung paano nyo makukuha yung prizes namin. Okay, so nandito na po tayo sa last part of the session po. First, we will acknowledge muna. Thank you, Miss Rosa and Sir Jarien. Miss Rosa for your talk and yung Sir Jarien para sa hands-on dahil sa pagsalo mo. So, we apologize po talaga for having technical difficulties po ay hindi natin maiiwasan. So, I hope madami din po talaga kayong natutunan ngayong araw na to. So, do not forget din po pala na fill up our evaluation form. Share ko lang yung screen. Wait lang po. So, ito po. To further improve our services po, kindly naman po answer our evaluation form. So, bit.ly/170HILPE3. So, para din po kayo makakuha ng certificate nyo po, kailangan pong sagutan nyo rin po yung evaluation form. And then, from a few announcement lang po, kindly help us po mag-feedback lang po kasi we are going to introduce our new library website. Ang beta testing URL po namin ay http://www.library.dev.uplb.edu.ph. So, kung pwede rin po kayong comment po dyan dun sa bago naming website. Yan, okay. So, kung Sir Jar, we will also request po na open nyo yung camera nyo for the photo op po natin for documentation po.
Yes, kindly open your camera.
And smile po tayo.
Smile. Can I have your sweetest smile? Okay, wait lang ha. Ay, wait lang. Just hold your smile. Wait lang ha. Where is Roma? Roma, paki-cancel ng highlight.
Wait lang. Ano ka na, no? Wait lang.
Yes.
Alin nakaka-cancel ko, Sir Jar? Yung
Color view. Ayan, okay na. Alright, so ayan, ang pupogi pala, ang gaganda pala ng mga participants natin. Okay, ilang page to? 3 pages to ha. Okay, just hold your smile. Okay.
Smile!
3, 2, 1, smile for the first page. Okay, hold lang ha. Be patient. Be patient lang. Wait lang ha. Hold nyo lang for the first page. For the second page, okay, I can see you now. Can I have your sweetest smile? In 3, 2, 1, smile. Ayan, ang cute. For the page 3, can I have your smile? Hindi naka-open yung camera ng mga taga page 3. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, smile. Smile. Ayan. So, guys, thank you once again for participating and see you again tomorrow and Friday. Meron pa tayong 2 sessions for the 17th Information Literacy Program. Okay? Congratulations sa mga nanalo. And don't forget to like our Facebook page, UPLB University Library. And we have our Twitter account at UPLB Library. At the same time, we have Instagram account at UPLB Library. And we have YouTube channel where you can view again yung sessions natin from Monday to Friday. Yung mga sessions you can view again doon sa YouTube channel natin, UPLB Library Official. Okay? And please subscribe our channel for more updates. Okay. So once again, thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you for joining us. See you again next time. Bye-bye po. Have a nice day.
Bye everyone. Have a nice day.
Gotta build that trust with two birds.
Thank you, Ma'am Connie.
Hey, Ma'am Connie.
Melodies go back and forth. You sitting on that G string. Maybe I just struck a chord. The music's
Yay, thank you.
It's where I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
start.
ma'am.
And if you just play along, I'll
Thank you,
make
participants. Thank you, Ma'am Rosa.
in this concert just
Thank you, Jar.
You're
This is our
welcome.
first song. Sorry I had you waiting so long. Gotta make it perfect, it can't be wrong. No, trying to keep doing it right when you on my mind, cause you were my baby. Promise I'll treat you like a lady.